Oh goodness, it's so dark. Hello everyone and welcome to a very, very late update vlog. It's actually heading into the time when I usually fall asleep every night, about 10:30 my time. And there's still more work to do. So I was not able to do an update vlog last week because I just got so busy and I think I was feeling a little sick. Who knows? It was a week ago. It might as well have been another lifetime at this point. I'm so tired right now, but I really wanted to talk to you guys because something very special is happening tomorrow. I looked down at the dates and tonight I realized tomorrow on the 21st of December is going to be the 2-year anniversary of zoo crafting. And I thought I had a few more days. For some reason, I always think it's the 24th when I started zoo crafting. But I started zoo crafting on the 21st of, I guess that would have been 2014, 2 years ago. And I can't believe that because it has changed my entire life. And when I thought about that, I was like, I have to do an update vlog tonight and talk to them about that. The fact that it has almost been 2 whole years of doing zoo crafting just blew my mind away. And where I'm at, that I'm in my apartment, that I have my tea in the cup. I actually got this cup out of the dishwasher and specifically used this one because it's become like the update vlog cup that everybody's so excited to see every week. So, you know, I've got tea, I've got a roof over my head, and how does that tie into 2 years of zoo crafting? Because zoo crafting and the channel as a whole in our community has become my passion, my life, my job. It's the center that holds everything together, and that's because of you guys. And I'm gonna cry. It's late. I'm tired. My voice is almost gone because I've been recording a 2-hour-long episode. That was an accident because I wasn't really watching like the time. 2 hours, an hour and 38 minutes, I think it was, of the 200 episode zoo tour. I almost said world tour, but it was just the zoo exhibits, not even the house, not even the Meadow of Horses. And we did a tour of the entire zoo in zoo crafting today. So that was 2 hours long. It took forever to upload to YouTube. So I'm so sorry that went up late today. It just had to process. We do it at 1080p, which for those of you guys who don't know means that the file size is gigantic. It was 19 gigabytes before I hand broke it and uploaded it to YouTube. So that's a lot to upload, even with our really fast internet. That's a lot to upload. And then YouTube had to think about processing it forever. So that's why zoo crafting was really late today, because it was a Mondo Giant episode, but I did like little cutscenes and things. So I hope it was awesome. I had a great time. It was like trip down memory lane, and that made me think about, I need to go to the Nimsia garden in zoo crafting and replant all the trees for the Garden of Eden because it's been another 100 episodes. And then it was like light bulb. Tomorrow's the 2-year anniversary of zoo crafting. Tomorrow is 2 years of almost every single day having a zoo crafting episode go up and celebrating that my life has changed and changing so many other people's lives. And so many people almost every day comment on how they appreciate plants more because of our community and our series, or they appreciate animals more, they're going to be a biologist. And wow, it's just amazing what sticking to a schedule and committing yourself to doing something every single day, what kind of adventures that can bring, what kind of friendships it's brought into my life, what kind of amazing things it's done to change the lives of myself and my family. I went from like making pretty much scraps as a nanny. I love my aunt, but times were a little tough. I went from just making enough to not even meet all of my bills that I had every month, and living out of my car for a very brief, confusing period of time between moving so many times, working multiple jobs, like when I started up YouTube to be my de-stressor. And then about 3 years later, here we are, almost 3 years later, here we are, and I'm able to pay for the rent in my apartment. I'm able to buy tea which is such a luxury to me to buy like just my $2 box of Celestial Seasonings peach tea. That's the tea this is peach tea every single time. And throat coat, the really nasty throat coat herbal stuff, but I need it for my throat when I'm recording all day. Tastes horrible. It's awful. It's like black licorice and lemon and echinacea all squeezed into a nasty thing, and you have to steep it for 10 minutes all covered, and it's awful, but it really helps my throat. So if you're another singer, YouTuber, talker, lecturer, talking all day, throat coat works pretty well, but not the one with slippery elm. There's like two. One's slippery elm, one's like the licorice, and I don't like licorice at all, but you know, it's helping. And I'm rambling because I'm completely exhausted because we had an early little Christmas celebration with Darling's family. His father is off on adventures with family for Christmas, so we like opened some of the presents early, and we had a really nice dinner, and there was delicious asparagus and an apple pie involved, like vegan apple pie. It was all vegan because his family's more or less all vegan, and so it was really awesome. And we had that last night, but as a result I wasn't able to record like our big stuff until today. So we had the 200th episode of Zoo Crafting. Thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all for being there on that journey with me and having changed my life with your time, your friendship, just the most precious thing, and I've always said this, but the most precious thing you could ever give someone is the gift of your time. Because past everything else, that's something that is immeasurable in its importance in our lives. And that you give me your time to share our adventures together, to go on journeys together, to share in the comments the things that make you happy and curious, and to share my life with me, and to be there with me on the journey, and to give me the privilege of you being part of all of this. Thank you from just, oh, I'm gonna cry because I'm just so tired and emotional, and I'm just rambling, and it's dark, and I won't talk much longer because I know I'm just going to be rambling tonight, and there's still more videos I need to record, but this is going to be the update vlog. So I wrote some things down and try to keep myself on track. The 200th episode of Zoo Crafting, that was today. It was awesome. We did a zoo tour. We talked once again about the idea of doing some streams. So if you guys are into streaming, if you're into following people when they stream, I'm thinking about doing a monthly stream. I don't know if I could manage it more often than that, but if I could, the ideal, if I had the time, would be to do a stream twice a month. One would be a zoo tour, so that you guys could jump into comments and you could be like, yeah, I really want to see how the tiger exhibit's doing today. Or I would really love to like clear out some of the forest so we can prepare for the dinosaurs. You know, stuff like that, so we'd stay in the zoo on that day. If you're new, or if you just want to revisit an exhibit, or you want to look up some facts, and we could work on writing some of the books that we need to put at all of the exhibits, or filling out what the zookeepers would say. That would be what those streams would be for. And of course we would transport those streams onto YouTube afterward. I don't want to lose any of that for those of you, because I can almost never catch a stream. Almost never, because I'm always busy, always working, doing something. So I very, very rarely have ever even seen a stream, because I just don't have the time. But I love watching the streams that people upload onto YouTube, because then I can still share in the adventure. And that is definitely what I would do for you guys, is put it up on YouTube so that it would be available. And then the other stream that I would want to do, both of these would be on Zoo Crafting server, by the way, would be doing a world tour. So we could go to the other places, Meadow of Horses, maybe do some farming. We could go maybe leave presents at everybody's houses, see what builds they've been working on recently, things like that. So those are some ideas, just in case you liked the big zoo tour that we did today and you would love to see more of the zoo more often, or more of the entire world more often. That is something I've been tossing around, and most of the response has been pretty positive. Sorry, I'm tripping over my words. I'm very tired. And there's more work to do, but it's worth it because you guys are awesome and the adventures are awesome, and every video and every step that I take and every moment of pushing aside like things and pushing through and doing my work means I can help my family more, and that is the core of my heart right there. And oh, I'm gonna start crying again because you guys, this year is the first year in my entire adult life, actually. I'm 27, and this year is the first year I actually had the money to be able to send my parents Christmas gifts. My whole family, my brothers, my sister, my niece, my parents, I was able to send them all Christmas gifts this year. That doesn't happen in my family. We don't celebrate Christmas with presents because we don't have the money. Like, that's something we just decided years ago because it was very painful to realize that we didn't have, like, are you kidding? Like, even $15 to try to split among 6 people, even that much money was impossible to imagine years ago. And because of working hard on YouTube, 2 years of daily episodes of zoo crafting, 3 years of like bumbling into this by accident and finding the perfect fit with our community, I really am going to cry. And this year was the first year in my adult life I was able to afford to send my parents gifts. And that's because of you guys. And when my parents are in trouble and they need money for their medications, which happens almost every month, or, you know, their electricity's going to be turned off, or they need food, I can take care of them now because of you. Because I knew I was gonna cry. I need to calm down. I'm sorry. But like, I look at, we have like 4 presents under the Christmas tree because Darling and I are both very frugal, and for me, every present I would put under that tree. For him, of course, it'd be worth it, but you know, I really hesitate like to even buy a little Kindle book for myself or things like that, because every decision that you make with money that way is something like, what if I could help my family with this? And it's always been just survival. And this year I have had enough to get my parents real presents, like my niece and my sister who just got engaged at a zoo, no less, and to give my brothers presents too. It's a Christmas like we've never had before, and that's because of you. And I'm able to take care of them because of you and our adventures that we share. And to me, that's better than any number of presents under the tree. That's better than anything else in the world, is knowing that my family will have food and electricity and their rent paid, and that's all the joy I could ask for, you know? And that's happening now entirely because of this community and because of the time that you guys spend watching the videos. And I know I really don't talk about the strain in my family's life much in the videos anymore because, you know, we've got mostly a younger audience and I don't want to drag that out. And the point is, the reason so many videos go up every day, every week, every month, we put out almost 120 videos a month on average. I'm looking at the fact that we'll probably hit 3,000 before my birthday in March, 3,000 videos in our archives. The reason there are so many are because everything in my life is geared towards protecting and taking care of my family, and they need my help. And it's my honor to help them and to work hard to drink the nasty, disgusting throat coat so that I can tell another adventure and share more stories with people who are so happy to hear them and who get something cheerful and deep and wonderful out of the adventures we tell and are able to go on and have a happier day from those. And because of the time they spend watching those adventures and the ads that popped up, I'm able to feed my parents. It's like this beautiful relationship. It's a positive relationship, and my nursing knowledge in my brain is bouncing around going, there's a definition for that, when like there's a positive cycle. Normally your body's in homeostasis, and there's this name and like body nursing stuff where all the chemicals just feed positively into each other and it continues to spiral and doesn't like one positive, one negative. And I'm rambling to calm myself down a little bit because I don't want to cry in front of you guys, because I'm just very emotional. I cry all the time, but not in a sad way. Like, I cry over happy things. And I'm very happy because I keep seeing that Christmas tree behind me, and then I think about what I'm grateful for, and it's 2 years of zoo crafting now. 2 years of adventures, of experimenting, of discovering who I am as a YouTuber, of discovering what the heck a YouTuber is, of accidentally falling into this just because I wanted to tell my Sims stories, and the next thing you know, like, I'm telling Rune Factory stories, and then, hey, Minecraft looks fun, and then suddenly it's daily messages from people who are telling me about how they're in elementary school, but they love our zoo crafting series and they're working with their teacher to learn about a new animal now. Or stories about people who have talked to their parents about how much they love animals and now they're volunteering at a shelter. Or people who have started entering college and they realize, seeing my passion and enthusiasm for plants and animals, that they want to give a biology class a try. Or other people who are my age who also are going back to school and decide, you know, yeah, I like biology. You're right. Like, you went the path where I went with nursing because it was supposed to make me the money, which was to protect my family. And I just couldn't follow through on the nursing all the way because my heart wasn't totally in it. My heart's in biology in a deep way, in a deep, fulfilling way. And somehow, instead of going and finishing my university degree, because we moved so much, we're probably going to move again soon, I'm here using that deep, deep passion I have for biology to tell stories to people through the medium of video games and the little expedition videos we're able to do. And somehow that makes it so that I was able to put presents under my parents' tree this year. Which, by the way, because my dad is Hawaiian and we're all like part Hawaiian, if you can't tell, is actually a palm tree. So they have a palm tree for their Christmas tree. And I won't see them this year because they live in Missouri and I live in North Carolina with Darling for Christmas. But thank you for the peace in my heart that you guys have provided just by watching and sharing the videos of me knowing that this year they're going to have nice presents that I was able to send them. And if I work hard and share adventures with you guys and continue to try to tell better stories and enrich your lives more with tales of natural amazing wonders that are in our world that we all share, no matter where we are, we're all sharing this world together. If I can tell more facts about those things to you guys, more stories, more adventures, then maybe next year I'll be able to put even more presents under their tree and bring relief and a lack of pain and food and smiles into their lives. And I'm not scared anymore about if I'll have a home or if I'll have enough food to eat anymore. And that sounds dramatic, but unless you live like that, I don't think you can understand how much it means to me just to have 2 kinds of fruit to pick from in the kitchen. And that's thanks to you guys. So thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. As my Christmas gift from all of you to me is this peace in my life just because of the time you spend watching our videos. So thank you very much. And I rambled, but I feel really good because I needed to say that to you guys because it's Christmas. You think about what you're grateful for this time of year. It's the 2-year anniversary of zoo crafting. It's the almost 3-year anniversary of my channel. When I started YouTube, I didn't even know what a YouTuber was. I didn't even know you could make money on YouTube. For almost a year after I started my channel, I had no idea you could even make money on YouTube. So I've learned a lot. I've come a long way. We all have come a long way. And if you guys can't tell, it's not just my own personal commitment and passion and creativity that drives me to want to continue to grow. It's not just my love of the community. It's not just my appreciation and excitement about your curiosity and the time we spend together, but it's also the deep, deep, committed, loyal love I feel towards my family that fuels me in everything I do for our channel. And so I just hope you guys know that. Like, you don't have to remember all the time because it's not pleasant to remember all the time how rough life is for my parents. It's really hard. But I just want you guys to know that's where my commitment comes from. And I don't think anything can shake me off of that. So some days I may be really tired and I may not get episodes up. Sometimes I may physically not feel well because I have struggled with trying to fend off chronic illnesses myself. Sometimes creativity just needs a moment to rest and get it replenished and bloom again. But I want you guys to know that as much as I'm committed to my family, as much as I'm committed to our community, to making this all work, because to me it's all just such a thing of beauty, of doing happy, beautiful things and people being happy, and it's just happiness feeding into happiness, and it's amazing. And thank you. And like I said, I've babbled enough. I'll try to be more on point next update vlog, I promise. But yeah, thank you. That's what I wanted to say. And I'll be a little more official because my tea is starting to cool, so maybe I can drink it now. And let you guys know, like, yeah, we had a great time. I'll wrap this up with like what's been happening. We've had a great time with the get-together events. So Sims 4 is so much fun with get-together. The clubs are really going to change everything, especially if they can tweak the like AI in the clubs a little bit. We had 2 get-together episodes every single night, except for that one night, but we had 4 the next day, so it's okay, to celebrate the get-together event. And it was awesome, and I love the events idea, and I'm definitely going to try to pace them a little bit further apart next time, because doing so many events is really exhausting. Fun, but I'm totally exhausted right now. Completely exhausted, because we had an hour-long Saturday special of zoo crafting yesterday, 2 hours of zoo crafting today, and we've started a Sunday special episode where we're doing double days of Wolf Quest, where we follow Atlas for one day and then we follow Nightlight for one day. So we end up having like a almost 40-minute episode of Wolf Quest on Sundays now. So that's happening. And then where's Twin Bark Town? It's on hiatus because I am completely exhausted and trained. The views weren't really high enough to justify putting in 7 hours sometimes of editing work on that series, writing, filming, and editing, and that's my fault because I need to get more streamlined and better at doing those things. So I've collected everybody's pictures you guys have sent in on Twitter and on Facebook and on my email. I can't collect the pictures you guys send in on Instagram because I can't save the pictures off of my Instagram for some reason, at least not the ones you guys sent to me in messages. So I can't get those off in order to like use those for Twin Bark Town, but I've saved them for the future. Twin Bark Town's not going anywhere like permanently, it's not canceled. I just need time to figure out how to write it, maybe get a bunch of episodes written and then recorded and then be able to release them at a better pace, because we put out up to 6 to 8 episodes a day right now. And honestly, like that was the hard part, the like part of having to make these decisions. The time that it took me to record one Twin Bark Town episode, I could record the entire day's worth of like 6 other series, and the views would be like 3 or 4 times what it would have been for one Twin Bark Town episode. But Twin Bark Town is a creative, wonderful way to tell a story of rescuing animals and share our passion for animals and your guys' pet stories. So it's not going anywhere. I'm gonna bring it back. I just need a little bit of time to like work on it. And then let's see, anything else? We're gonna have some Christmas specials coming up on zoo crafting. There's going to be, like, I'll show you guys some of the awesome presents. I did get one present from my family that means the world to me, that they were able to come together and ship to me. And I will show you guys that maybe the day after Christmas and just kind of show you a couple of really cute little Christmas presents people have given me. Just as a little fun vlog, like a personal vlog. I've often thought it'd be fun to bring back the vlogging channel, just to be able to ramble to you guys now and then. If you guys think that would be fun, let me know, because clearly when we're sending out 4 to 6 episodes a day on the gaming channel, I don't need to clutter it up with like, hi everybody, how you doing? I have some nice tea I want to try today and let you guys know how it is sort of vlogs. We'll think about that. So many things. And then finally I wanted to let you guys know that Darling did say he wants to not only play but record ARC with me with his amazing, really awesome professor voice. He is a professor, if you guys don't know, of Chinese history. Super awesome. He's really, really good at what he does, and he is really a wonderful speaker. Has an amazing voice. I've often been like envious and been like, oh, you've got the perfect YouTube voice. You should do some voiceovers sometime. And he's like, are you crazy? Like, you know, like that. He's been really embarrassed, I think, because I'm so fascinated with how great his voice is. But he says he will do ARC with us. So I'm really looking forward to that. I think sharing it with him will make it 100 million more times fun. That doesn't even make sense. I'm so tired. But I think it's going to make it really fun. And I've said my emotional piece for the year. It's that time of year, Christmas, like zoo crafting has been rolling around for a while. It's coming up on the anniversary of when I started my channel. I was able to send presents to my family. I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really happy. As long as they're okay and taken care of, and as long as Darling and I can be smiling, as long as my animals are taken care of, and especially if I have a couple pieces of fruit to pick from in the kitchen, then life is blissful. That's all I need. It's really awesome. But I've rambled enough. I hope you guys are having a great night. I apologize for the extremely tired, babbly emotional Seri. It's, like I said, that time of year. We'll be more professional and on it with next week's update vlog, which is going to be really fun because that's going to be the update vlog before the end of season 2 of Zoo Crafting. We've had so many specials just collide into each other lately. I could probably hibernate for like a week if I like in January and just like sleep for a week. But there's work to do and a family to take care of. So we'll go on adventures instead. So I hope you guys are having a great time. If you have ideas for more future events, please let me know because I would really like to start planning them ahead a little bit. So I'm just like not like, hey, that sounds awesome. Let's do a week special of this extra thing too. And then all of a sudden I'm like overworked. I need to plan these things a little better. I just get a little excited. So if you guys have ideas for future events, like someone suggested once, spending a week working on rebuilding the Village of Light, maybe do some time lapses with that. I thought that sounded awesome. Someone suggested like playing Sims free play, and whenever I start like a new series I really have been wanting to get into for a while, I've been thinking it would be fun to have like a week of just like, here's a new episode of the series every day, just to kind of help everyone jump into it, because I've noticed people, and I personally, seem to adjust to the new series better if it can be a little more frequent just to get established, and then if it goes back to like 2 or 3 times a week, it's easy, but to like just like establish in a new game, it kind of seems to help to have a lot of episodes to dig through at first. But now I'm really babbling. I need to drink my tea, and believe it or not, I have more episodes I need to record before I can go to bed. Because tomorrow is that anniversary. It's so exciting. And I will see you guys next week for another update vlog. As usual, this is our chance to kind of talk to each other. Please leave comments, suggestions, anything down below so that we can continue to work together and feed that happiness to one another and create beautiful things in this world. So I will see you guys next time. Bye guys, and Merry Christmas!